Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
But hey, thank you everyone for being here tonight and for being here with us. Beautiful crowd, as I said. Thank you to all the members of the press, our blogger friends, and Philips VIPs for joining us. I am very honored and very excited to be here with you guys tonight. As we saw in the video earlier, light can go beyond illumination. It's an integral part of our daily lives, and when used properly, it can be a powerful tool in making the world a better place. For over 125 years, this is what Philips has aimed to do by revolutionizing light and leading the way in LED innovation. I'm sure you're all familiar with LED lights, yes? Nowadays, you can't have a discussion about bright, energy-efficient lights without mentioning LEDs. But did you know that not all LEDs are the same? Some can be glaring, straining to the eyes, or even have visible flickering, which can affect the quality of life that we live. Tonight, we will show you how comfortable brightness, which only quality LEDs can provide, will help you get the best experience. We've invited different luminaries to show us how to bring comfortable brightness into our very own homes. We will get to chat with them in just a little while, and also with a renowned landscape architect. They say light is the soul of architectural design. It can illuminate, decorate, and set the mood of a structure. Now, how important is comfortable brightness when designing a room, and how can we achieve it? We will find out in just a little while. We will go through specific areas of the house to see how light can enhance each and every one of them. And we've even invited a famous mom to talk about lighting in the kitchen and a professional makeup artist to show us how light factors into our beauty routine. All right, so before we get into the program, I would like to remind everyone of our See the World in Comfortable Brightness Snapshot Contest. Just take a photo during the program that best depicts Philips' comfortable brightness, post it on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and tag @PhilipsLightingPhilippines, it's right there, you can see it, and use the hashtags #PhilipsLED and #iComfort. The person with the best photo will receive a special gift later on after the program. For now, let's hear from none other than the global leader in quality LED technology. Please join me in welcoming on stage Philips Lighting Country Manager, Jagat Srinivasan.
Thanks, Kara. Thanks for pronouncing my name right. Good evening, everybody. Friends from the media, distinguished guests, and business partners. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be here with you. It's a privilege to have you join us here today. Thank you for taking the time out. What I'm going to talk about today is a very basic overview of who we are as a company, what has our journey been, and where are we taking the industry of lighting. So, as Kara mentioned, we have been around for 125 years. We started off in a small factory in 1891, and at that time we had one small industrial research lab. Now, since then, about a dozen decades later, we have reinvented ourselves many times, but it has always been in the context of reshaping the industry, in the context of revolutionizing lighting. So it's fair to say we understand the world of lighting better than most. We have dedicated generations to figuring out the art and science of lighting. Now, because of all this rich experience that we have in lighting, we understand what it takes to light up the world right. Now, if you think about advances in lighting, Kara mentioned LED. I think that's a commonplace. Everybody knows about LEDs these days. We started this journey not too long ago, about a decade ago, and then we have been on a crusade to LEDify the world. Now, when you talk about LEDify the world, the proof is in the details. We finished our last quarter of Philips Lighting as a company with 61% of our revenues coming from LED-based lighting. So think of LED-based lighting as an energy-efficient way of illuminating the world, of minimizing the carbon footprint on the planet, of keeping this planet sustainable, doing the right thing for society and people at large. And consider that whenever the sun goes down, lights need to come up. So lighting is a universal need in any part of the world. Now, to say that as a global leader, almost 2/3 of our revenues are now coming from LED, that's the proof that we have been able to successfully shift the market, shift the industry towards energy efficient lighting. But the journey is not complete. There is still a lot of work to be done. Now, at Philips Lighting, I'm just going to show a couple of slides here. Okay, so this is what we do, and this is the philosophy that we have towards lighting. We strive to introduce the concept of human-centric lighting. We want to empower the individual. Why is that so? Because if you think about it, there is a statistic that says 87% of all sensory information comes from sight. So basically, all the information that you process as an individual, 87% of that is picked up through vision. Your brain is used up about 50% in order to just help you see. So those kind of things tell you that there is a very, very important and compelling need to make sure that you see right. What do you mean by see right? It's very easy to get lighting wrong. It's very difficult to get lighting right. It's a combination of multiple things to provide the right kind of lighting for a given application, for a given task. Now think about it. I mean, let's just talk simple common man's language. The needs that you have from lighting in an office are different from the needs that you have in your bedroom, are different from the needs that you have at your desk when you're studying. In an office, you want lighting that helps you to pay attention, that helps you to concentrate. And in a home, you want to create ambiance, you want to set moods. So these are all the possibilities that lighting can do for you. Now, what we are now talking about today is lighting that seamlessly delivers eye comfort. Eye comfort is just the promise that we have in multitude of our offerings. What does eye comfort really stand for? It's basically the promise that it is lighting that is gentle to your eyes and brighter for your homes. That means we have lighting that is no flicker, that is 70% less glare than anything else in the market today, and that's what we pride ourselves on and bring such lighting to the world around us. Now the journey is not complete with that. We will always continue that's what I just said. We will always continue with educating the consumer, because that's an important aspect. Not all LEDs are the same. So if you understand that, then you also need to understand that when you have the right kind of LEDs that you are using, the right kind of lighting that you're using, then you're doing the right thing, not just for yourself and your family and your colleagues and people around you, but also for the planet in making it a sustainable world. So in a little while, we're just going to get our 3 eye comfort advocates that were introduced earlier. We'll have them up on stage to talk about how they perceive, use, and employ lighting in their respective fields. It's going to be an interesting discussion we're going to have. I very much invite you to be participating throughout this evening. Let's have a dialogue and let's continue to see the world in comfortable brightness. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Srinivasa. All right, I think we all have a better understanding now of how important good lighting is at home. Tonight, we will have a demo of Philips' newest LED lights, situated in different sections of the house, as you can see here behind me. Joining me are advocates from different fields, together with our Philips brand managers, who will show us how to achieve comfortable brightness at home. To join me, let's call on our first eye comfort advocate, landscape architect, and urban planner, Mr. Paulo Alcazaran. Orobia. Hello. Can you do well? How are you guys? Great. Good. Okay.
Great.
Very excited for tonight. Okay. Let me turn this on first before we begin. There you have it. Okay. All right. So behind us is a mini living room setup. All right. So now that I just turned on all the lights, you can see how beautiful and bright it is. So it instantly lifts your mood. Now, Paulo, let me ask you, as an architect, how do you consider lighting in your designs?
Well, yeah, that's a good question, Kara. Lighting is really one of the major factors in appreciating and understanding architecture. And lighting can define the character of a space and evoke emotion. So that's very important in design. And especially in the home, the living room must be one that makes you comfortable and relaxed. And it's important to maintain a balance through lighting between the personality and the functionality of the room, because good lighting can create the atmosphere that you need for any room in the house.
Yes, I completely agree. And sometimes you want your living room to be bright and clean for entertaining guests, but sometimes you also want it to be cozy for, when you bond with your family.
Yes, exactly. And what you need in all of your rooms, and especially in the living room, are three basic types of light. One is the general lighting for the functions that you want to do in the room. Second is your mood lighting, if you want to change the atmosphere. And third is your accent lighting to essentially accent objects or spaces in the room.
All right, so is it efficient to use all these lights at once?
Well, it's good that you have a variety of types of lighting because you can mix and match. But what's important, especially speaking as a professional, is that you have proper planning and design to be able to use this variety of lighting fixtures and lamps.
I see. All right, so Gans, is this true for Philips LED lights?
Yes, that's correct. Our use of light has an impact to the environment.
Mm-hmm.
That's why actually, like what Dragon mentioned, a lot of people have already switched to LEDs, right? Because
I was already.
because it uses 80% less energy
Yeah.
and it lasts longer than your conventional lighting. Now, so like what I said, so for consumers, that's a big factor. You save the environment and you have, of course, less cost.
All right. Completely agree. Like my electricity dropped as soon as I changed everything to LED. So LEDs are a much better choice compared to incandescent bulbs, that clearly. But that's what is so special about Philips LEDs compared to the other LEDs out there in the market.
Okay, you know what? A common mistake is that a lot of people think that LEDs are the same. Okay, this is actually not at all. Because if you look at the market today and you observe these inferior LED lights, you will see there's too much glare. And there's visible flickering. No one wants flickering.
Yeah, it's like, sometimes it's like a disco in some.
Yes.
Am I showing my age?
Oh, I know, we still know what disco is.
Yeah, I've actually been to a restaurant, and it has, oh my god, the lights are flickering, and it was not very good.
Horrible.
It can cause you headaches.
Yeah.
And of course, like if you're doing something like your work or maybe studying, it can reduce performance. Now, as a global leader in lighting, of course, Philips Lighting LEDs promise lighting that gives that are gentle to your eyes, but brighter for your home.
I see.
Normally, we have a center light, and this is very common. Your ceiling lamps. There. So as you can see, as it is, it gives us already, that general light. It's bright, but no glare, no visible flickering as well, like what Philips promised, right? Now this is best for general lighting, but for some, they also use the downlights. Okay, so for downlights, there, so it gives additional light to the room, but sometimes it's also used without the center light. Okay.
So that's the mix and
For some, you have the ceiling and you have the center and you have the downlights. For others, you just have one, right? But actually, aside from eye comfort that Philips promised our consumers, our products actually also help lighten up your home. We promise comfortable brightness, right? Now, we also promise comfortable brightness for any kind of activity. So, like in this setting, for example, you go home at night, right?
most people.
Okay, for the people who do, at 6, maybe 6:30 after work, you go home, so you turn on your lights like this, 100%.
Depends on the traffic.
Yeah.
Especially when it's traffic, you want to relax, right?
Exactly.
Okay, but yeah, let's face it. Sometimes when you get home, you have some things to do. Like maybe you have kids, they have assignments, they need help.
Right.
So of course, you want your full lighting like this. Okay. Now maybe like 8 p.m. You want to relax, chill.
Winding down,
Yeah,
chilling.
you know why?
Okay.
Now Philips can help you do that by actually doing this. Oops.
So it's lower.
The light is actually
dimmed a little bit.
it's dim. Yes, this is actually 50%.
50%.
Yes. Now, okay, so maybe much later into the night, the kids are asleep, and then you want to cozy up with your loved one there, so you want a bit more ambiance.
Right.
So,
Play on some jazz music.
yeah, right.
Okay.
So, actually, this light.
Oh, so
Can
is
also
that what you
switch to-
millennials call the Netflix and chill?
Exactly.
yes. So,
No, but wait, how do you, I'm sorry, you're clicking one switch right there.
Yes. Do you need a special switch?
I know normally a lot of people think you need a dimmer,
Uh-huh.
right?
So you don't with this.
No, not at all. You don't have to spend for rewiring, for an additional dimmer. No, you don't need it. So
this-
with your regular switch at home, you just change your fixtures or your bulbs, and yes, you can dim
So no
all you
extra
want.
cost.
No, not that odd.
That is amazing.
Right? Okay, so that's for general light.
Okay.
But okay, so sorry, for downlight you can do that, but actually I failed to mention that even this center light, this is very new in the Philips portfolio. We can actually do that. It's also step dimmable.
So that's what you call it, step dimming.
Yeah, step dimming.
Step dimming, okay.
Okay, so now, so there.
That's
Now,
super bright.
yes.
Okay.
Now for accent lighting, like what Paolo mentioned earlier, we also have some cove light, right? And then some LED tape.
Oh,
And-
strip lighting.
Yes, strip
Strip
lighting.
lighting?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Yeah, for some people that's how they call it. LED tape, I think in the market, a lot of people call it also
Or tape.
strips. Yes. And we also have the floor lamp. Okay, it's a floor lamp, but actually inside is an LED bulb, which is also step dimmable.
Okay.
See, it's a complete range. You have bulbs, you have downlights, you have ceiling lights. So any you can. So one more product here is the accent light,
Accent
the
light.
spots. A lot of people refer to it as we use an MR16
Oh,
for
okay,
that.
that's where my picture goes.
Okay.
Spotlight on your photo at home.
So we have a downlight for that, the one that goes down, and of course a par.
Oh, there's the landscape.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A
Oh,
par
And
light.
I ordered
that's
3,000 of those.
good. Vince would be happy.
With your statues. And the light is behind them.
Yes.
Alright. Oh my god, that's beautiful. But all the other lights in here are Philips too, yeah?
Yes, of
Everything.
course. Everything are Philips, like what we said. You have for general lighting, the ceiling and the downlights. For accent, you have your spots, the MR16s, you have the tapes, you have for code lighting, you have the buttons there. For floor lamp, you have LED bulbs, and additional spot are the par lamps.
Alright, you're right. Generally, it just changes the whole look and mood of the area.
So
And
it's, right, there's about 4 or 5 different products that we can choose from, right?
Actually, there's more.
There's
Oh.
There's a lot more.
So whether you want general, accent, or mood lighting, Philips has something perfect for your living room. Thank you so much, Venus, would you like to say anything else? We're good? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Look at that beautiful living room right there. Now, moving on to our next area, a room that is busy all day, where you need proper illumination to perform your tasks, and which I believe should be generally bright. All right. My favorite part of the house, the kitchen. Visual. Okay. So join me. I'd like to call on our second eye comfort advocate, social media star, model, and mom, the beautiful Miss Kelly Lisa Bernatez.
Hi, Sarah. Hi. Hi, everyone.
And of course, we also have Philips Consumer Channel Marketing Manager, Jamie Zaldivar. Beautiful.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Jamie.
All right, thank you very much for joining me here. Thank you for being here as well. Let me start by asking you, Kelly, as a mom, why is comfortable brightness in the home very important?
Well, for me, comfortable brightness is everything. I mean, it affects the way we live. It affects our mood, our concentration, and yeah, it just affects everything. And I have a personal experience to share about this actually. My family and I recently moved to a slightly oldish, kind of scary house, but it's a fixer-upper. And I saw the potential, and you know what? I asked my friend who works in Philips if it was possible to make it look homey, to make it look comfortable. And he said, yes, of course, Philips can do that for you. So we changed all the lighting to Philips, everything, inside and out.
Very good.
And you know, I'm happy to report now that it's so comfortable. We love living in our home, and it's ours. You know, it doesn't at all feel scary and haunted like it used to. Like it just has that homey feel, and we just feel so relaxed when we're at home.
All about the lighting, huh?
All about the lighting. And you know, before I used to think all LEDs were the same. Like it's all LED anyway. Like as long as you see LED on the box, it's the same thing. No, it's not, because I actually experienced buying other brands, other LED brands before, and yeah, I experienced it flickering, or some would not turn on at all. And yeah, I've never experienced that with Philips. It's been 6 months since we moved to our new home, and I'm so happy.
That's great. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm just curious about how your kitchen is lit.
Okay, I think it's similar. It's very similar to this.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, there are many like different kinds of light sources, and yeah, I worked on that. I made sure there's like a decor aspect and there's like a mood aspect, but most importantly, I made sure that it's well lit. Like I can cook and clean, and you know, I won't get cut like I did before in my old apartment. I cut myself with a knife, which was so dangerous because my apartment was, my kitchen back then, it was dark. never chop vegetables in the dark.
Yes.
Yeah. So lesson learned for me, and you know, of course, the kitchen is the heart of the home.
Uh-huh.
It's where we all hang out and eat, and
It's where you spend most of your time.
that's where the food is. So task lighting is crucial for me, and yeah, I like to see what I'm doing when I'm cooking. And yeah, these bright lights over the counter, I think, are perfect. They're perfect for cooking. Beautiful.
So, Jamie, can you take us through the Philips bulbs we need to create this kind of ambiance?
These are very nice vintage design Philips LED Deco Classic bulbs. So for example, I want to have a very nice dinner with the whole family. I arrive at from work maybe around 6:30 to 7. So my son is already there. Like Kelly, I'm also a mom to a very picky eater 2-year-old. So when he arrives, there's so much energy in the house, and I want to match the energy with my lighting also. So I can have all these Deco Classics lit up. It gives you that cafe, restaurant type of ambiance.
They're so classy.
Yeah, very, very classy. It just gives a warm atmosphere to the kitchen and dining area. But when the kid is finally asleep, I'm asking something from the husband. So I want to make it
Some with a husband.
something from him, like some new bags. I want to make it more romantic.
Okay.
So actually, I can dim it.
Ooh.
maybe some wine, a good conversation, and it's just a romantic feeling to the
Yeah, I
night.
really love the effect of this. What do you call that?
These are Philips LED Deco Classic bulbs. So they have a vintage design to it, but they're LED.
So nice.
So not only are they offer comfortable brightness, but also they're very energy saving. So like all our LED bulbs, our Philips LED Deco Classic have 15,000 burning hours. So if you use your bulb an average 2 to 3 hours per day, it lasts a very, very long time.
Years.
Years. So when my son grows up 17, that's what he can take from me. Okay, that's his mana already. That's your pamana. That's my pamana. You can take my LED Classic when you're all grown up. I'm leaving these nights to you.
Okay, all right. So that's a long time, and that's great. So, but I'm also curious about the other accent lights here in the kitchen. Can you tell us more about them, please?
All right, here we place some LED Smart Bright buttons. So Kelly, you don't have to cut yourself when we're cutting some vegetables or preparing your meal, so you can put that in. And then we can also have some code lighting but via LED tapes. If you want to feature some of your nice flower vases here or your smart objects there, then you can have those LED tapes as an accent.
There you go.
That's great. And I love that these all serve as decorative lighting, but you can just change the mood just like that.
Right.
It's so easy. And it's like you have different kinds of needs. Like your kitchen looks different at different times of the day. And I love that.
Yeah, and it's it changes the entire mood. You get in the kitchen when it's just all white lighting. It's not very appetizing, is it?
Right.
So you change. I get it. You change the mood, and then it completely changes the mood of the entire family wherever you are in the house.
It's nice to have that cafe, restaurant feel
I don't
at
have wine
home.
yet. Someone's gonna bring us some wine right now.
Later.
Later. Okay. Well, thank you very much. I learned a lot.
Thank you, Kara.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
so
Kelly. Thank you. The kitchen was all about task lighting, I thought, but you can also have decorative mood-lifting lights pala. Take it from these two beautiful mommies who know how to create beautiful homes for their families. Again, thank you very much. Now, we are entering our third and final area. Very intimate, very personal space where lighting should be comforting and relaxing. But in some situations, it's where we girls get dressed, put our makeup on, or where your kids study even. So let me turn on the lights in this area. There you go. Okay, here we have a beautiful bedroom. I like to call out our third eye comfort advocate, one of the country's most sought after celebrity makeup artists, Jakes Mayuga.
Hey, Kara.
Hi. Good evening. All right, and of course, our Philips product manager, Ramu Chandrasekhar. Hello, Ramu. Oh. All right. Okay. Thank you very much for joining me again. Let me start with you, Ramu. How can Philips help make the bedroom more comfortable?
All right, but before I get there, Dan's room look like living room is pretty much everything. For me, bedroom is my go-to zone. It's my relaxation area. And I go to the kitchen, grab a snack, and come back to the bedroom. That's pretty much my life. So for me, now what Dan had shown is with the downlight, you can create 3 different scenes. Now I want something like that in my bedroom too. So for those who don't want to have downlights and looking for LED bulbs, what we have is something called a scene switch. I'll just do a demo over here. So okay, you enter your bedroom at 8 o'clock, you have a couple of spreadsheets to finish, send a last mail to your boss saying I'm done with work tonight. For that setting, you have 100% brightness, right? Now, you're finished with your work, you're going to have a conversation with your kids. Twist this off, twist this on, it's down to 40% brightness. So you can, this is more like a natural light, previous one was more like extra brightness. So over here, you can have a kind of conversation, spend time with the family, finish up your last things. Then you're done with the dinner, and what do you do? I like listening to jazz music in my bedroom. Again, comes on 10% brightness. So what you saw with the downlights over there, you can pretty much achieve the same thing with an LED bulb over here. Same product, one single socket, you get 3 different settings. And that's how, and if you look at today's bedrooms, which are getting smaller, more concise, people are looking for more functionalities, more value-added features from a single socket or from a single product. In that setting, this product meets 3 of my needs in the bedroom, the scene switch pitch step dim. That's what we call
That's brilliant. My goodness. So these are your general and mood lights all in one. So how about this little study area for the kids?
it. Okay. Now, for children who spend a lot of time these days, it's not very competitive, right? For children who are studying, it's a research shows, and it's a no-brainer in fact, that lighting impacts their ability to read, concentrate, and grasp things faster. In that sense, you need to provide your kids a lighting fixture or a lighting product which has no visible flickering, has very little glare, so that they don't have visible fatigue or headaches. In that sense, what we have over here is we have the LED bulb, which is the scene switch. So a kid comes to his study table, starts with his homework, you have the cool daylight color, which enables the kid to concentrate at the maximum optimal level. So what the kid gets done with his homework, is time for his playtime, relaxation time. He gets down to read a comic, he gets down to read a storybook, or anything. Switch off, switch on, you can do warm light. So this is a more relaxed kind of environment for the kid also. So again, this is kind of different. The scene switch color change. So you have both the cool daylight and the warm light, again, the single bulb.
Okay, this is something that really amazes me. I've been seeing you guys do it earlier. We only need one switch to control the brightness and the color and the setting.
Absolutely, just one switch.
That's amazing. Now, the bedroom isn't just for rest and beauty and sleep, right? It's also where we have our vanity setups, such as over there.
So let me just light it up so that everyone can see.
Yes. There you go. Wow. Okay, Jake, why is lighting so important when it comes to putting on makeup?
Well, as a makeup artist, ample lighting is really very important for precision and accuracy in applying makeup. So, as makeup artists, if you see a lot of the professional makeup artists, we have a lot of lights. We bring a lot of lights to the set, to the studio, because it really is not good if you have bad lighting. We can't risk having bad lighting at work. And also, when you apply makeup, you really can't do makeup in a dimly lit area. So whether it's overhead lighting, if you're using something, a light source from above, even from behind or from the side, it creates unflattering shadows to the face. So sometimes if it's lighting from above, it really highlights certain areas like your eye bag. So it really has to come from the front. That way you can see the face properly and you can blend your makeup evenly.
That's not flat.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
So what you see over here with the what we call the comfortable brightness LED bulbs. Now to add on to what Jake just mentioned, you need to have lights that are closer to the mirror, right? So you can't have overhead lights. You need to be able to see clearly. You cannot blink your eyes. You need to concentrate on makeup. One wrong move and you need to redo it all over again. And you won't know that better than anyone else, right?
That's it.
So these bulbs are what we call, when we say comfortable brightness, it means superior brightness, yet gentle daylight. And that's where the entire message that we want to bring is all about eye comfort.
Yes.
You get the maximum functionality, but at the same time you get complete eye comfort. And these bulbs, if you see, we have been testing these bulbs for the entire evening. You can go and touch them, you have no heat coming out of it. So you see this, that's the value add that an LED bulb, especially what we have over here, what we call the comfortable brightness, brings to the table.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Have you ever been burnt by a light before?
Yes, I actually have burned before, because I've been a makeup artist for a while.
Yeah.
So before LED technology, I did burn some of I had a vanity case with a strap. It actually burned off the strap because the lighting was too warm. And but again, like what Rico mentioned, when choosing lighting, it's important that I would pretty much prefer working with natural lighting. That is the best possible lighting for doing makeup. But of course, you can't have natural lighting, sunlight 24/7. So choose something that again mimics natural sunlight. So my advice is not to have just one light source. Have multiple bulbs that are in front of you, and choose lighting that's a little bit more diffuse, something that's steady, doesn't flicker, nothing too bright. When I say diffuse, it has to be soft, so that it doesn't create again also harsh shadows to the face.
Absolutely, completely agree with that. And that's why the Philips products also, the research that goes into these products are to create what we call an industry jargon. It is called color addition. It means how closely do you mimic natural sunlight. And Philips products have the best in class as far as color addition goes compared to other brands in the market. We have an 80 plus CRI, which is the color addition index, which is pretty much it's the best of any products that you'll find in the market right now. So to that point, absolutely. The research itself is all about how do we mimic natural sunlight coming from LED bulb.
And also, what you mentioned about how it doesn't emit heat at all. Like, I also have a vanity station at home. I have a spare bedroom where I film videos, and I also have a mini studio there where I entertain clients. So I actually use also warm lighting from Philips with my vanity station, but it's not a full-length mirror setup like this.
I see. So, but these lights are perfect for you.
Yes,
Like
yes.
this color and this kind of setup.
Yes, yes. Some makeup artists, you can see they combine white and yellow lighting, but yellow lighting is still going to be more flattering for the face than just white lighting.
Even when, say, you're putting on makeup like for a morning event, yellow lighting.
Yes, I would use a combination of white and yellow, but if you were to choose, I would prefer warm white rather than cool daylight.
Super. Thank you very much. Anything else to say? No? Okay. Thank you. Oh my God, I learned a lot. I hope you guys did too.
So thank you everybody for joining us first. It's a pleasure to have you here and to let us explain you how do we see the light, how do we see the light. As you have heard from Jagan and from the team, we're spending a lot of effort to develop the right illumination, and also to show you how a household can be lit up and how your home could be lit up to have comfortable brightness at home. In the recent survey we did, we basically approached our customer, and we asked them, what are the key pain points that you have in regard to lighting? And they came with 3 main reasons for dissatisfaction. One of them is about glare. The other one is about not, let's say, linear lighting, and the last one is about flickering. At Philips, we basically start from consumer to develop our technology. And through our bright comfort light technology that we have been presenting you across the evening, with all our new Gen 7 bulb, our downlight, our LED tube, we were committed to deliver light that brings comfortable brightness and is brighter for you. Now, this is our commitment at Philips to deliver technology that will. This is a commitment and our priority, but we will always keep consumer in the mind of our development. And thank you again for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure to have you, and have a great evening.